No way! Hello, welcome to Jason the Old Millennial. My name is Jason, speaking to you here in my room in the great state of Kansas. And I went to Goodwill today and got a couple items of physical media. Not a whole lot, but I always like showing them off when I buy them. Anyways, a nice Goodwill. These are all like $5 or $3 or something like that. I guess I'll start with the movie. I got one DVD I found that I thought was pretty interesting. That is Darkest Hour. With Gary Oldman here playing Winston Churchill in an Oscar-winning performance. And what incredible makeup, too. He looks nothing like Gary Oldman. And really great performance. I absolutely love this performance. I really like this movie. I love Winston Churchill kind of history. And I've been to his museum in Missouri, in fact. So this really, I think, captures that time when he was the prime minister during World War II, and everybody wanted him to kind of give in to Hitler, and he was like, "No, we can't give in to Hitler. If we give in, he's just going to make it worse." And he really fought that, and I love that speech at the end where he gives the whole, "We will never surrender." Oh man, what a great speech! Great performance. A really good movie, and I've only saw it one time. I saw it in the movie theater. I really loved it, so glad to get on DVD. Got two CDs. One we got Cracked Rear View, sorry, by Hootie and Blowfish. This is their debut album. This is the big one. I sold a whole bunch back in the mid-90s. It had all their huge hits on it. It's the only one really people talk about. I remember when it came out when I was a kid and people had it, and I remember liking it. I think it was pretty good. I actually reviewed this album recently in the last month or so in our album exchange. Jacob Martin had this on the album exchange, and I gave it I believe a 9 out of 10. I thought it was a really good album. Let's see. The big ones are Hold My Hand, Let Her Cry, Only Want to Be With You, and Time. Those four were like big hits on the radio. I really like those. Really love Darius Rucker's voice. He has such a great voice. His vocals are really great. A lot of these songs. The first song, Hannah Jane, which was a hit song, is really good as well. So there's like 5 just absolute bangers on here. But overall, a really good kind of rock pop album from the 90s. Another, I believe, 90s album, and this is Come On Over by Shania Twain. This is her big album. This is her big selling album. It had all the kind of big hits. She's a country singer, but this is definitely an album that had it had a mixture of pop and country in it. And their songs are big on pop stations as well as country. And so this is a really good crossover album. I feel like if you want to get into country, like this is a good album because if you like pop music, I like this album. In fact, this is another album that we did on an album exchange on the channel. Again, Jacob Martin was the one who introduced this album to us, and I gave it a 9 out of 10. I really like this album. My only problem was that I know a lot of these songs are really garnered towards females. So, for instance, Man, I Feel Like a Woman. Yeah, it's definitely a female-driven type song. It's fine. That was a huge hit. From This Moment On is a nice duet. You're Still the One was a really nice ballad. That was one of my favorite Shania Twain songs that I always saw music videos on VH1 for. I thought it was a really sweet kind of ballad from her. That Don't Impress Me Much. Again, very female-centered, I didn't care for the subject matter so much, but it's a catchy song. But yeah, those are kind of the big hits on here, I believe. I'm trying to think, what was my favorite song here? It's been, I listened to this album back a little while ago. I want to say, let's see. I want to say I Won't Leave You Lonely was a song I really liked on here. Or Honey, I'm Home, maybe? I don't know. I can't remember, but still, really good pop country album from Shania Twain. The only one I've heard from her. I got 2 vinyls at Goodwill. I got Christopher Cross by Christopher Cross. This is Christopher Cross's debut album. I want to say it came out in like 79 or so. Either 79 or 80. It might have been 1980. It won Album of the Year, Grammy Album of the Year, which was kind of a surprise. I don't think anybody was expecting that. Christopher Cross's debut album to hit that. And so he was a big winner that year with this album. This is definitely like the quintessential yacht rock album. I like yacht rock, and if you like yacht rock, this definitely is a chill album to listen to. I listened to a couple years ago, and I really liked it. So when I saw this on vinyl, I was like, oh my gosh, yes, I definitely want to get this. It's definitely an album that I would want to listen to more. I'm a huge fan of Sailing. That's the most chill song of all time where, man, you just lose yourself listening. Just sit, lay down, close your eyes, and just, oh my gosh. It's so relaxing, the music. I love Christopher Cross's voice. He has such a great, high-tenored voice, really nice sounding voice. Ride Like the Wind was also a really good song off here, which was a hit song. Those are kind of 2 big hit ones, but I just remember, really liking this album. Really nice. So glad to get that. That was a nice find. And this I thought was a really cool find too. This is 2013 Carl Reiner and Mel Brooks. Obviously 2 comic legends. I don't know if Carl Reiner's still alive. I think Mel Brooks still alive, right? He's still like his late 90s. But they used to be like a comedy before really Mel Brooks, I think, got real big. Or either one of them got real big. They did. They were on Caesar, I think, Sid Caesar's show of shows, I believe, and they wrote for the show, and they did a lot of comedy sketches. They're kind of a really comedy duo. I know the big one is 1,000-Year-Old Man was like a real big hit for where Carl Reiner would interview Mel Brooks, and he would say he's this man who's lived 1,000 years, and that's probably the most famous thing they've done together. So I just had to get this. I love, if you know me, if you've seen my video of my albums I love comedy albums. Getting comedy albums on vinyl is like really fun. Especially, I love getting these old comedy albums, get them on vinyl. I think that's such a cool idea. And I love that, I don't know, I kind of love the style of those old comedy routines. I'm really getting into. So I'm really, really can't wait to listen to this and see what's on it. I'm not sure I'm not sure really what to expect. I haven't really heard a lot of them doing their stuff, but I just know they were really huge back in the day. So, and I'm a big Mel Brooks fan. Anyway, so yeah. So really, man, what a cool find to get that and put it amongst my other comedy albums. But yeah, that's what I got Goodwill. Not a whole lot, but first time I've gone out to do something since I moved here. And hopefully I'll go discover some more record shops that there's more in the Wichita area, so I'm close to Wichita, so I can go in there and I think get some better variety of records, because the one I was going to in Kansas City area, that one, it was okay, but it wasn't that big. It didn't have that much variety in it. I felt like it was a real hit or miss record. It was used records. So I'd be interested if I can find a good record store here close to, Wichita area. But anyways, besides that, that's what I got today. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a good day.